What up, guys? We're back. It is Elder here. Today we took about $12,500 from the market with one trade. Nice one and done day, guys. We're back on this beautiful win streak. Currently up $63.7 thousand for the month. So this video, we're going to recap the whole trade, show you the live execution of the trade I took with my students. Very end, tell you how to prep for the market for the rest of the week and the rest of the month so you can hopefully find some success in this challenging market we are kind of navigating right now. But here was the trade today at one and done. Set up from us coming at a break retest of a broken demand level, and patience today paid off. We had the super accurate read, and I'll go through everything here in a second. But first, just show you guys here every single trade that I can live with our students, up $63,000 so far for the month. So we could hit that six-figure streak coming in here super soon. Also, shout out all the students that were live with us today. Here's the profits from the day from me. First time in the membership group, hitting that first banger trade. Good day to actually start, but killed it today. Everybody killed it today. So good shit. Still some post profits coming in. But let's go ahead and jump right into the overall trade we took. So if you want to take a look at my pre-market plan here that I'll post every single day before the market's open, because again, you have to have a plan. Without a plan, you don't know what the fuck you're doing, right? But a big thing for me on the short side was a break under pre-market lows and 640 for shorts into the 6600s, basically, right? Into demand at 6600s. Exactly what happened. Now let's pull up this level. Now, right off the open, before the market even opened, I even told my students, like, hey guys, the number one thing I'm gonna be watching out for, because it's super obvious right now where all the liquidity was sitting, is 600. Liquidity is a magnet, right? So we clear this iceberg offer. I drew this before the market opened. Guys, like, clear this offer here. We're going for the 600s. And for 4 of the 600s, super clean. Now, again, I have rules I have to follow, right? I have rules I have to follow. So let's go ahead and redraw the level we were waiting for us to break at. Let me see if I can go ahead and go all the way back to this level right here that we actually had on the 10/17th, I think, 30-minute level. Zoom into the 5-minute time frame right here so we can look at the open, right? So right here, super aggressive break. Look how much the volume was spiking up. Look how much the negative delta was actually showing up on the aggressive break of that key level. Like, the volume was insane today. Volatility was insane. I had more risk than I'm used to, but the market opened right away. Started selling off. Look at the selling pressure. Look at the volume. Look at the break, right? We came back up, retested broken demand. Look at the absorption. Look at all this positive delta, even right here. Yet the market failed to hold higher lies. Look at where all the volume is stacked. Usually what we're seeing here, right? Most of the volume is stacked here, right at that retest at that broken demand with pretty good positive delta, yet the market then refuses to move higher. So patience paid off. I had to sit here and wait for the market to sell off all like 40 points and not touch shit, not do anything. Wait for a retest at my level where I'm actually allowed and valid to take a trade. And again, what happened today was key. I knew long time frame liquidity at the 600s was going to be filled before we made a move back up. It had to be filled, usually how the market works. So we made this big sell-off and actually did not tap into the 600s. So we got very lucky here. We didn't fill the 600s. So we actually had the retest before the 600s. If we filled the 600s, I would not have been looking for a retest anymore, because my thesis is target this long time frame resting liquidity that we need to fill before making a big move back up. And it's exactly what we're doing right now, right? Again, we do this every single day. Super simple, super common, and again, it's super easy to repeat on a daily basis. Now that it happened, right, we had a couple things to look for here. We had the dead volume on the top of the candle as we retap that level. We had the absorption, but my entry trigger really was pretty simple. We came in off the retest right here. So aggressive, came in off the retest. All these buyers start to get absorbed by these massive offers, but we had an iceberg sitting above price. So for me, first I have to find invalidation. So we tapped this level multiple times, right? And you can kind of see, for us to clear this massive iceberg, we need to see big aggressive buyers. And we saw the exact opposite. We saw as we're moving back into this iceberg offer, we saw buyers get smaller and smaller and smaller. We had massive absorption here. We cleared this level out. But as soon as we try to push into this big order at the 60-40s, which was exactly where we wanted the retest to happen, right? Exactly back in our broken demand, we started to see exhaustion. We started to see volume slowly die out. And then for my entry trigger, a bunch of different entry triggers here. My favorite one for this one was right here. Seeing us have exhaustion and seeing these sellers finally fill a passive buy offer and see aggressive bids underneath, I got in right at the 28s right here. And then we went and targeted these didn't go all the way to the 600s. I got out a little earlier because it was getting pretty late throughout the day. So I just targeted the lows here, right about 24 points, a nice 2-to-1 on the setup, and then quick move down and instantly got brought back up because I said, after we fill the 600s, we're probably going to make a move back up. But this was planned for before the day even started. Something y'all have to understand. Everything I do is planned before the day starts. Before the bell even rings, I know exactly what I'm looking for. I know what I'm going to do. So I'm allowed to sit here and wait patiently because I'm not trying to guess, not trying to, work. I'm just sitting here waiting for what I told myself would happen. And if it happens, I'm taking the trade right away, instantly right away. So without further ado, I'm going to show you guys the live execution of the trade right about now. I had to try off that retest though. Because part of my plan was if it didn't fill those 600s to look for a retest of that broken demand again. Force to finally come in and fill it. Let's start. I don't mind starting a balanced range here. Let's go back to the bottom. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. VIX is still kind of holding those 24, 25s. NVIDIA also holding VWAP here. There you go. So trim it and break even. I'm going to hold a majority of my contracts into these lows, though. Look good. I'm assuming some of y'all probably got better entries than I did there. So we're in the money. We're in the red for a decent bit there. See, this time, I didn't get stopped out by like 1 or 2 points, and it's going to TP. That's what I like to see. It's the luck we need. Well, I didn't go full TP, but we'll see. So, this is why patience is good. I mean, we didn't FOMO in, didn't cry about it, but we got pretty lucky there with us not filling those 600s and then giving us that retest back into our demand. Like, and I kind of mentioned off the open, like if we're going to get a retest, it's going to probably take a while. So that's kind of why I was just okay with missing the move, letting it kind of go down. Yeah, if it filled the 6,000s, I wouldn't be looking for the retest. Probably be looking for a, honestly, retest long. But it also makes a lot of sense, the chop after a move like we had off the open, just chop. Because there's liquidity at the 600s for sure, but if you're looking, is there anything underneath? This would be at the 590s. What do you got, 590s? Not much, actually. Yeah, 600s would sit. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. 10 seconds left in this close, meaning we'll probably be moving this baby. Got 5 points in the money here. The last few. Word of the day. And there we go, guys. Completed. Fully completed. Good stuff. Good shit today. Full one and done day here. Super lucky, man. Our luck has flipped, dude. Getting close to break even, getting close to stop. I hope you all enjoyed watching that, guys. Let's go ahead and start to kind of recap for the rest of the week, man. 4 hour now is super, super bearish. Just put in a new low. Just put in a lower high as of recently. And we have plenty of beautifully strong 4 hour levels tend to be the strongest, right? Beautifully strong levels to come into. So we do have this super wide 4 hour demand. If you do the 30-minute time frame, it does look a little bit weaker that we have just now recovered off of. So again, we're going to keep that in mind right here. Bounce off of that. So what I would be looking for the rest of the week is for this bearish trend to continue. I'd look for, honestly, a break of these lows we just put in for shorts into these 70s. And I look for a break of these 70s for shorts into these 40s. Again, order flow and volume is super key here, right? Or, to be honest, really good sign is if we get a pull back into the 700 super big psychological level, super big 4 hour supply for a move down. So basically, I would look for an entry if we break these two levels right here for a move into liquidity right over here. Or I'd wait for us to push into supply for shorts right here, back into these pre-market lows, back into the lows we put in today. Now, structure might shift. So if we get an aggressive break, right, above the super big sell level, what we need to see is a weak retest from sellers. Sellers getting, exhausted and low volume, getting absorbed for a move long. And this is when structure will shift because we'll put in a new high on the 4 hour, putting in a new higher low for a move long all the way into this next supply level right here. And the entry would be right here for the longs. That's what you're going to be doing for the rest of the week. That's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the week, rest of the month, and maybe we'll stay in this range for a long time. We'll see. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Hope you're learning a lot from it. Hope you can find some success from just watching these videos. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.